Okay, beach plants, or plants at the sand dunes. Let's call them dune plants. Dune plants are unique plants. They're not the kind of plants that you run a lawnmower on and expect them to keep continuing to grow. In fact, most of your dune plant life is very, very fragile. And I have some of it right in front of me. I don't have all of it. I'll show you some more in a little bit here. But I have some dune plant life that's very unique and very important. Well, let's start out with this big broadleaf plant growing here. This is actually beach pea. It's a wild pea. We call it beach peas. And it grows closer to the shoreline. Normally grows closer to the shoreline. But you can see the beach peas. And yes, it does produce really small little natural peas. Of course, birds like them. And so they're not something that you and I would go out and pick and eat. But it is part of nature. These other plants nearby, the grasses nearby, this is a type of dune grass. We call this dune grass marimum grass. Marimum grass is unique because even on the hottest, driest time of the summertime, it stays green. The only time it gets this brown, dead look is in the winter when it goes dormant. But in the spring, it starts like it is now, it's starting to green up, and it will stay nice and green even on the driest times. And that's because the beach grass, the dune grass, sends deep roots down into the ground. I mean really deep, down as far as the water table. That's how far they go. And so they always have water throughout the time to survive, the dune grass. This happens to be called marimum dune grass. Marimum is a unique, and in the fall it will have a nice head with seeds on it too. So this is just some of the plants that you'll find in the dunes. Okay, what we have here is a very unique dune plant. This is actually a pitcher's thistle. A pitcher's thistle will actually grow quite tall. It's actually a plant that lives for only 2 years. The first year is like this. The second year has a stalk, has a thistle, seeds on it. But the pitcher thistle, it's a federally protected plant. There's not a lot of them found in the dunes anymore because they're very fragile. If they get stepped on even once, it will kill them. And the pitcher thistle relies on the seeds. After the second year, the seeds are released to plant itself in the dunes. It loves to grow in pure sand. Unlike the bowl thistle, its relative, the bowl thistle, that likes to grow in cow and horse pastures. Well, the pitcher thistle doesn't like that heavier soil. It likes the sandier soil. And it has a beautiful, beautiful little flower at the top of it in the fall of the year. So you got to come back and visit and see what they look like in the fall.